Hello everyone at home. Welcome back to another video with Ours Koso. My name is Keren and I am a nutritionist from Toronto, Canada. And today you guys are joining me at home in my kitchen because we are about to make a delicious, nutrient-dense, and very simple recipe for a dressing that I love to use with Ours Koso, of course. And so this dressing you can throw on salads, you can drizzle it on vegetables, or you can even marinate seafood and a lot of the leaner proteins with it. Delicious, easy stuff. Why don't we get started? Okay, so first things first, you're just gonna need a mason jar. I love making dressings in mason jars because it's airtight already and you can just shake it up to mix it. So there's no whisk needed, there's minimum cleanup, and who doesn't love minimum cleanup? Am I right? So to start, we're gonna add all of our non-oil ingredients first into the mason jar, mix it all up, and then we're gonna add our oil at the very last step, okay? So to start, first thing we're gonna do is gonna measure out 3 tablespoons of tamari. You can use soy sauce if you want to. I just love tamari because it's gluten-free and it's still a fermented soy product. And yeah, I find that it adds a really nice flavor, a nice saltiness to the dressing. So we need 3 tablespoons of this stuff. Next, we're gonna need 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. You can use any vinegar you want, but I just feel like it kind of goes with the whole Asian theme or Asian flavor profile of the dressing. So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. When you're purchasing rice vinegar, I highly recommend you take a look at the ingredient label on the back and make sure that it is just rice and water. So if there's any additives or food colorings in there, we want to try to avoid that, keep it as natural as possible. All right, so after that, we're going to add in 1 tablespoon each of minced garlic and minced onion. I like my dressings very garlicky. You can control the amount of garlic and onions you put in it depending on how much you like it, but I love that stuff. So I'm gonna add a good solid tablespoon in there and try to really dice it up nice and fine, so that you don't get one bite of like a big chunk of garlic. It can kind of ruin your taste buds. So we've got that in there. It already smells amazing. From there, we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of the star product, which is Ours Koso. It is fermented with over 100 different whole foods over the course of a year, and it contains 10 different live yeasts during the fermentation process. Super nutrient dense stuff, and I find it has almost like a plum-like flavor. So it's almost like a plum syrup, and so it has a little bit of sweetness that complements really well with the rice vinegar and the tamari and also the sesame oil we're about to add. Okay, last thing before we mix all of this up is I'm gonna add a little bit of scallions just because I love the freshness that it brings, and I feel like it really adds like a pop of texture to your dressing as well. This is completely optional, so I'm just gonna add about a tiny little handful, little fingerful. So from here, you can use your spoon to just mix it all up. But yeah, I wish you can smell it right now. It's so fragrant. Beautiful, beautiful aromas. Okay, so now that that's all mixed up, we're gonna add our oils and then we're done. It's so easy. So for oils today, I've got 2 different kinds. You can use whatever oil you have available in your kitchen, but I wanted to add 2 tablespoons of raw avocado oil or cold pressed avocado oil. And I love avocado oil in a dressing because it is pretty flavor neutral, so it doesn't conflict with whatever flavor profiles you've added into your dressing already. And then last but not least, we're gonna add a tablespoon of sesame oil. Ideally, you're looking for something that's cold pressed with sesame oil just because it's such a delicate fat. So yeah, we're gonna add a generous tablespoon in there. Again, it's so fragrant, so I love the smell of it. So mix it all up, or if you want the easy way without the spoon even, you can just tighten up the lid, give it a good little shake, work out those biceps, and then there you go. You've got a fully complete dressing that's salty, sweet, savory, with a little pop of freshness from the garlic and the scallions in there. And again, you can throw this on salads. I find because we've added ours Koso in there, which has a little bit of sweetness, it works really well with even the bitter greens like arugula, kale even. It really stands up to those heartier greens. But you can also like drizzle it over steamed veggies or steamed fish. You can marinate your chicken with this. There's just so many uses to it. We would love to know what you end up doing with your dressing, or comment if this is something that you love to see more of. And if you want to learn more about other recipes or learn more about ours Koso, go ahead and visit the link in the description. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye!